So, as I was minding my business on a random Tuesday afternoon, I get sent a notification on Instagram by someone that showed me a article where Justin Bieber, because I don't follow him on Instagram, gave a shout out to his wife Hailey for being on the cover of Vogue and basically wrote a paragraph about how when they got into a fight, he told Hailey she would never be on the cover of Vogue, etc., etc., etc. And I thought about it because I said, am I going to talk about this? I really don't think that I should. I don't think that we all know that this is insane, right? When it comes to Haley and Justin, there's just too many layers for one video. And as a lot of you know, my videos typically, range at the most to about 10 minutes. And I intend on keeping it that way for the most part. But what I wanted to do is basically talk about what to do when you feel like you're dating an enemy. Now, we got some people like Drake, who his songs say, hey, let me one call, I'll get you on Vogue, call you and runway shows. I think it coming from Justin is a little bit more unhinged to me, just for the mere fact that Justin is Justin. And with Hailey Bieber having the Bieber last name, one would assume that Justin would actually have the leeway and the power to probably make those Vogue calls. So I was actually a little shocked to see that he would even say something like that versus like, baby, let me see what I can do. Um, Now, the moral of the story here, though, and a lot of people, hey, you can say what you want about this. Hailey Bieber chased after Justin Bieber, and this is no secret. This has also shown a lot as far as, and this is no attack on Hailey. I'm not going to attack her for that because you know what? The girl knew what she wanted. She had a dream and she manifested exactly what she wanted. And that's why they say, be careful what you wish for because you're going to get exactly that. But what I can say is I actually feel very sorry for her. Because it's very hard dating someone like Justin. He does not seem like someone that is easy to deal with. From Selena's perspective, from Haley's perspective, Justin truly does seem like it's he's not an easy spouse. But what really prompted me to make this video, not just Justin's shade, but something that Hailey Bieber quoted. So I'm going to read that to you. She says, and I quote from Hailey Bieber, giving birth was the hardest thing I've ever done. That shit was so crazy. That was not fun. They broke my water. I went into labor. I labored for a few hours. No epidural, nothing. Being postpartum is the most sensitive time I've ever gotten through in my life. And to do that while going on the internet every day and people being like, they're getting a divorce. It was such a mind fuck. I've learned so much from Justin, really. He's been doing this literally since he was a child, and he has had to face more scrutiny than anyone I have ever known. That is the quote that really prompted me to make this video. And because it's a really sad thing, you get the guy, you get what you want, you have his baby. I mean, Haley has been attacked so much online just because she got a guy that she wanted. um Another sad thing is, and like I said, this has to do with what it's like dating someone that's like an enemy to you, what you should do in this situation. And we're also kind of just chit chatting here, but it makes me think of another sad situation, which is the attack and slander that Haley has had to go through while being with Justin. Now, I know what a lot of you guys say, like, oh, she stole him, this and that. You can't steal anybody away. Justin was with Selena Gomez for like 100 years. They were not married or anything of that sort. He married Haley very quickly. From what he said in interviews, he felt like she was the one. She kept him grounded. It seemed like him and Selena has gone through a lot as child stars, and it seems like they both suffered from depression, anxiety, and I'm gonna stand by this because as someone who's a life coach and has had to help many people, I have really seen what it is when two sad people date each other, and it is not a pretty picture. Two sad people should not be together. Now, that's not to say that a sad person should be with a happy person and a happy person go be with a sad person, but you should be with someone that uplifts you, and you should be with someone who wants to be uplifted. And I don't think that that's what they had there. I think that what Selena has gone through, and now she's, married to Benny Blanco, if that's his correct name. But the things that Haley that has had to go through, just because she got the guy that she always wanted, does not mean she should be scrutinized. She should be bullied. This girl has truly been bullied on the internet more than who else gets harassed like this at this point. Who shouldn't? But if you're dating someone and they are like an enemy to you, or they're telling you like what you're not going to do in life, I highly suggest not marrying this person. I highly suggest seeking some sort of counseling to really sit down and figure out why you feel like you deserve that. I feel like in Haley's perspective is a little bit different because Justin Bieber was just such a big deal and a big name, and she probably felt like in some sort of ways marrying him could do a lot for her, or she just really just liked the kid, you know. But either way, for the regular schmegular people that walk around on this earth and are not dating people that are A-list celebrities, what really do you gain from dating someone that really doesn't believe in you? I had a friend that was talking to me and she told me, hey, you know what? I've been so motivated to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym alone. I want a gym buddy, and I finally found one. And she started going to the gym with her gym buddy, but sometimes her gym buddy didn't want to go. The days that they did go, they had a good time. The days that they didn't go, she didn't go because her gym buddy didn't go. And then she started dating someone that working out just wasn't something that was like a priority to them. And so the point of it, and she doesn't really go that much anymore, but the point of it is it's very, very hard to stay motivated. It's not very hard to get lazy. So if you're constantly around someone that's going to discourage you in some sort of way, eventually it starts to stick. Thankfully for Haley, she's in the public limelight, and she has people around her, I'm sure, that support her, want to see her do big things. She's got a good backing to where she was able to create her road brand of makeup and skincare, and that's a wonderful thing. But for people that it's already hard for you, you have to be very, very careful and very selective with who and how you're going to date moving forward, because men can be your enemy very quickly and they can waste your time. And I know I keep bringing this up, but we're seeing that very clearly right now with current events with Diddy and Cassie. Diddy clearly very much hated Cassie. That is why her music never was able to succeed. She wasn't able to take off. He took advantage of her fully. And that right there is quite literally the definition of sleeping with the enemy. So if you feel like you're in a situation like that, I'm not saying, hey, I'm going to leave cold turkey, but you do need to sit down with yourself and really, really decide, why am I here? And ask yourself the main question. And I would grab a sheet of paper and I would write down, if I were you, where do I see myself in the next 5 years dealing with this person that I am with right now? Am I going to be elevated, or am I going to continue to be discouraged? And before you say, yes, this person will elevate me, write down how. In what ways does this person encourage me to want to be my best and succeed and uplift me? And if you're running on blanks, one thing you can't get back is time. With this Cassie and Diddy situation, and I didn't really go deep into it with the Cassie and Diddy video that I posted on my channel, but one thing that I saw with that is very sad is that was 10 years that we really didn't see her. And she said it was because Diddy had her working the freak offs. So we didn't really get to see her. We didn't really get to, and listen, I heard someone say like, "Oh, we should release all her music," and that's fine, release it, but it's not the same. Okay, when Cassie was out and she was fresh and she was new, she is now very much busy being a mother, and that's tough. That's very tough, and she may not even want anything to do with the industry anymore at this point. To be honest, you guys, I know a lot of people were like, "Why doesn't Cassie fight to get it released?" She probably doesn't care. She's probably like, "Bro, I have my money, I have my husband, my children. I just want to be somewhere private and raise my kids." Honestly, I would do the same. I would do the same. I wouldn't even want to be in the limelight. I would go off somewhere and y'all just that would just be it. I would be off probably. I don't even know what country. It probably wouldn't be the USA. It probably wouldn't be London. That's something I'd have to think about. But for those of you out here that are dating someone, even if you feel like you're not sleeping with the enemy, really, really sit down and ask yourself how this person uplifts you. And I ask you to actually talk to them about it. Have them do the same thing. This goes both ways. Sit down with each other and have each other write down a list and say, baby, I would like for us to see where we uplift each other and if we're happy here. And if you're with someone that's not willing to do the project with you, that actually says a lot enough in itself. As always, stay motivated, stay focused out there. Be sure to check out our links if you are interested in any type of coaching. We do 2-week glow up programs, get your mind right programs, get your body right programs. We have mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, youth groups, and all kinds of things to be a part of where you can be uplifted in a community that cares about you. I hope that Justin and Hailey are staying prayed up, especially when the scrutiny is on you and you're dealing with postpartum, which is a very serious thing that a lot of people go through and it isn't talked about enough. We're wishing them the best. And stay tuned for our next video.